So at the start of every business year, I see so many business owners talking about setting goals, what products they're going to launch, all their big ideas for the next year. But the truth is, there are also some really important and kind of less sexy things that we need to do in our online small businesses to make sure that we are setting ourselves up for success, that we're staying organized, and that we're not wasting time and money that we don't need to be wasting. My name is Lauren Evans. I am an online small business owner just like you. And I'm just here to share what I've learned, sometimes the easy way, sometimes the hard way, about tools and technology and all of the back end things to help you save time, money, and headaches in your business as you grow them. So, without further ado, let's break down those 5 things. So, the first one is if you have a website and in the footer of your website, you have a copyright statement, you're going to want to go ahead and update the year in the copyright statement. Now, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, my legal bestie, Amber, because, I'm definitely not a legal expert. That is not my online business. She shares at the beginning of every year, she kind of reminds us what we should be putting in the footer of our website. And she also put together a free guide that tells you exactly what should be at the footer of every downloadable or digital product that you have and any kind of copyright statement that you may want to include to really protect your digital products and your all of your digital content. So I will go ahead and share a link in the description or links in the description to the information about the website, copyright statement, as well as a link to her free guide. So that way you can make sure your website and all of your digital content is in compliance. And if you need help with any of that, I will also include a link to my Tackle My Tech sessions where we can go ahead and fix the footer in your website and get that updated or, make those modifications to your digital products. So that's already number one. Number two is even easier than that. All you need to do is take a photo of the odometer for any vehicles you are using for business mileage. So if you're driving both yours and let's say your spouse or your significant other's vehicle, you'll want to take photos of both odometers as close to January 1st as you can. Now, personally, I upload those photos to a folder in the cloud that kind of says, beginning mileage for this vehicle. I also keep a Google Doc that keeps the starting and ending mileage for every single one of my vehicles. And if you're looking for another way, as opposed to a document or a folder, there's a great mobile app and even an online tool called Mile IQ. I've been using that ever since I started my business. And you can download it on your phone. You can turn it on so that it tracks your drives. You can turn it off when you don't want it tracking. It produces a wonderful report at the end of the year. So I will also include a link to that in the description for you. So that is number two. Number three, you want to finalize all of your records for last year. Trust me, this is the least exciting, least fun part about being a business owner sometimes is going through and making sure that anything you're tracking, whether it's the number of inquiries you've had and the outcome of those inquiries. It could be making sure you have every single one of your receipts for the expenses that you're going to claim on your taxes. But you want to do it now because one, it's going to be easier to remember what was that receipt? What was that purchase? Have I deducted all of those things I did last year? The one thing that I know I often forget is the payment processing fees, right? So I have a couple different areas where payments are processed, and sometimes I forget to go back and get the report so that I can deduct those payment processing fees. So make sure that you have accounted for everything and that all of your reporting for the previous year is done and complete. And if you're looking for a simple way to keep track of things like your income, your expenses, to have your miles and everything all in just one simple place for yourself or so you can send it to your tax person, I created what I call the business finance tracker. It's just a simple Google sheet that I created, again, when I started my business so that I had a way to keep all of this information straight and to also not drive my tax person crazy. So again, that is the least sexiest, sometimes the most time consuming, but it does need to be done. And then once you've done that, the great part is you can start to prepare for the new year. So that's number 4, is starting to prepare for the new year. If you're like me, you maybe have a folder for all of your business receipts for each year. So now would be the time to go ahead and create that next folder, right? Instead of maybe 2025, it's 2026, or maybe it's 2027. Whatever you need to change that folder and create that new folder in your folder system too. If there's any spreadsheets or workbooks where you have a different tab per year, you'll want to make sure you update that. I also have automations that will automatically save receipts that I get emailed to my receipts folder. Well, that obviously needs to be updated as well so that they're going to the proper folder for this new year. So if you have any questions on that, or if you want help setting up an automation to automatically save your receipts as well, you can go ahead and use that Tackle My Tech Session link and we can get that set up for you. Now, number 5, last but not least, is you want to audit your recurring services and subscriptions. So, you've done all that work, you've gone through, you've looked at all your records, you've seen how much you've spent for the previous year. So go ahead and take a moment to look those over. See if you're still using those subscriptions, right? At one point during the year, I realized I wasn't using a tool anymore. I wasn't using Descript. And so I canceled it for that time. Well, now I'm back to doing videos and I need Descript again. And so I have gone ahead and renewed my subscription. But I was able to save some money for those periods of time, or that period of time where I wasn't using it. I have also even found sometimes that tools don't serve me any longer, right? Like I was paying a lot for MailChimp at one point and realized that I could be getting more services, more functionality out of a tool that I now use for free. So I went ahead and made that switch for MailerLite, and I have another video where I will be telling you all about that. So I'll include the link below. Just if you're curious kind of why I made that switch or why I don't really recommend MailChimp as an email provider anymore. But it is important to look these over. You'll be surprised that many times you find you're not using something anymore, or you're barely using it, or the price has gotten really high, and there might be new alternatives that you can take advantage of. So now is a good time to do that. So as I mentioned, not always the fun, sexy goal setting side, but they are very important to keeping your business organized and keeping you streamlined and making sure that you're not spending money, wasting time, having to go back and track down receipts that may not be available anymore. So just a quick recap. You want to update the copyright year on your website. You want to take a photo of your odometer for any vehicle you are driving for business. You want to finalize your records for last year. You want to prepare yourself for the new year, and you want to audit all of your recurring services and subscription. And remember, if you need help, I am here to support you. If you have any questions, please leave them below. You're also welcome to email me, set up a session, and we can dig into your back end. All of those are options. Can't wait to connect with you and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Until next time.